Let's talk about miniatures. I've been known to do some role-playing. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Miniature Mashups. This is episode 41. I'm going to talk a little bit about Bones versus HeroClix today. Now, everybody knows Bones is the second coming of Gandalf. Well, they're not. Let's face it, $2 or $3 for a single character is good. It's nice, especially if it's a character you're looking for. But for me, Bones isn't that much of a revelation because I've been stripping HeroClix all this time, and for individual characters, you really just can't go cheaper. The resale on these guys in the secondary market is dirt. I mean, 15 cents, 20 cents. Bones doesn't compete. I love Bones. I love that they're out there as a resource, particularly the terrain, and there's a real sweet spot with sort of large-sized, odd monsters that they do for D&D that are perfect. Some of those are about $3 and $4 too. They're big, they're weird. I've ordered a giant box of HeroClix here, and we're talking about $2 and $3 for single characters. Look at the price list here. The highest thing you're going to see is 35 cents. There's also a lot for 15 cents, and some of those 15 cents are size large. Let's take a look at what I got. The shipping was quite reasonable on this stuff. It was only 20 bucks altogether, and you're going to see I've got myself a very large assortment of HeroClix, which I'm going to strip. Some cases I'm going to strip, and some I'm just going to put them on a different base, maybe add a little detail if the paint job is particularly terrible. Here they are in a giant pile full of packing peanuts, which I'm going to put in a landfill. Sorry, I just don't have a use for them. So I got myself a squadron of harpies here, or succubi, or lady vampires. I've got myself a cabal of dark druids, or dark maguses. They are Dr. Druid. I shouldn't have said dark druids. They're evil warlocks. Look at them. They're levitating. They're really cool. I mean, you know, nice little cult for either Call of Cthulhu or a fantasy game. I got myself some, this is Johnny Blaze, but he makes a nice generic modern hero type. Now I can change the hair, I can swap a head out so we don't have the same. I got a couple of mad scientists here. This is Egghead from Marvel, but he makes a good generic scientist. Then a couple of bystanders. These guys were cheap too. And here's everything else I got. You see, I got a bunch of abominations, a bunch of jinkus, which will make great like orcs. I've got some fantasy characters in the back, some samurai, some stuff that can be just street zombies. Yeah, here's Jinku. I'm going to change these guys, turn them into something sort of fantasy related. Maybe I'll just rebase them. I don't know. I don't know what the point of changing their skin color is, really. They already kind of got the fantasy look. I've got some werewolves down here, some other sort of action characters. Now, I was talking about stripping them. Let's do one right now. I'm going to strip this abomination. I'm just dipping him in acetone. If you've watched this show, you know I love the acetone. I'm taking my time on this. This isn't the most effective stripping method. The best thing you can do is stick him in there and brush him while he's under. Brush him while he's under, and that paint's going to slide right off. And he's got a good thick layer of green paint on him. And I'm just going to hit that with a toothbrush. Doesn't take too long to get him off there. Now, normally I put a different base on these miniatures, but one of the things about this, oh, by the way, 15-cent abominations I bought, is they're large. They're really big. They tower over most 28mm scale miniatures. So I'm going to leave them on this big base, which saves me some work. I'm just going to flock it when I'm done painting this guy up. So it saves me some trouble. And as you can see, that paint is sliding off nicely. He's a nice white plastic underneath, and there he is. And I'm also going to cut off some bat wings off of some holiday novelty bats from Halloween that are left over. There's probably a quarter for the bag of bats. I'm going to put some wings on this guy, and you probably can figure out where I'm going direction wise once I do that. Now, because these wings are sort of a rubber, they don't really have a good way of sticking on there, I am going to pin them, which means taking a Dremel tool, drilling in as far as you can go. I put 2 pieces of copper wire into him, nice and deep. I use hot glue on them, and then I slide the wings. I twist the wire into his back with the hot glue. Then I put the wings on. They fit on just perfectly, and then I hot glue those on as well. and they're going to be nice and sturdy when that's all set up like that. You can see and spin them around. Already with the black primer, he already looks tabletop worthy. Let's be honest, that looks awesome. Just a big black demon with cool demon wings. Really nice miniature, 15 cents. But I'm going to take it a little further because I can paint. I'm going to put a little wine as the color I use as a base. It's sort of a purplish red, you know, as in red wine. And I'm going to do 2 coats of that. It's going to dry a little thin on the black. So we're going to hit him with the 2nd coat of that. And he's going to be a nice solid wine color. And then I'm going to dry brush orange on top of that. And that's going to hit the highlights really nice. Really bring out some of the texture on his skin, because he's got this sort of pebbled skin, especially on the head and the face. And it's going to really look good. I'm not going to do the membranes of the wings. We're just going to do sort of the wing muscle and bone. That's the highlight on the orange. Now we're going to use yellow to bring out the horns and the teeth and the eyes, and I do his pants in sort of a metallic black to make it look sort of like black leather. Come an S&M thing. And here he is next to the original Abomination. Again, this is a 15-cent miniature. For $1.50, you can have 10 giant demons on your game table. Thank you, HeroClix and Acetone. It's just that cheap and easy.